excited, and I was just as excited last night at midnight when we launched it because Sarah Davies has done something she's never done before. She decided she was gonna make a mega kit, give us 2 different versions, give us an amazing auto ship, and really pack it out with these great techniques and wonderful looks. So check this out. When you look at this table, it should blow your mind, quite frankly. This is our today's special, and you have 2 different choices. So from the very top of either side, in fact, this graphics is totally, there we go, keep going, we got it. From the top of both of these sides, all the way down that waterfall to the bottom is exactly what you're gonna get. Now let me give you a quick update of how this works. You're choosing between 2 options. We have the option over here, which is this beautiful blue palette that I absolutely adore, it's so gorgeous, and that's called Sparkling Winter. So that's your first option. Your second option is called Hello Fall and Halloween. That's over here. Now, I'm gonna give you a heads up. If you would like to get auto ship, it's $29 and some change, about half the size of the big kit you're about to see. In the Halloween auto ship, we have just a little bit more than 500. I firmly believe that'll be sold out in this show. So guys, if you want this, and the vast majority of you, even at midnight last night, were picking the auto ship, grab the fall auto ship right now before you miss out. I guarantee it's going to be gone and will not make it to the end of the day. Then of course you can just pick up the Winter Wonderland, which we love, or Sparkling Winter as a single ship. Do not get auto ship on both, because then you're gonna get too many auto ships. All right, well, why is it such a big deal? Why does everybody love this so much? My favorite crafting cutie is here, Sarah Davies. Hi, honey.
I'll take being your favorite crafting cutie any day of the week. And I was going to start with the winter, but I guess I better start with the fall. If that's
yes,
where we're at with the auto ship ones.
Because it's not going to last very long.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys, right? This is, if you are a brand new crafter, this is everything that you need, okay? If you've been crafting for years, this is brilliant because you get the one box and it goes from basic crafting right up to advanced crafting all in one go. It's massive, right?
Yes,
it's
yeah.
absolutely, now I'm going to unbox it. This is the experience you'll get at home, okay? The packaging is absolutely to die for. It's just, it feels like an experience from the second that you open the box. When you open it, and we get going into it, Suzanne, it's, do you know someone called it this morning? The Mary Poppins box. I was like,
just
yeah,
it is. Out of the bag.
It's just more and more out there, okay? So, look at this. We've got things. Now, the ink pads. These are our shimmer ink pads that we developed. It was last year, really revolutionary. 3 brand new exclusive colours only launched as part of this kit. It would be $20, Suzanne, to get a set of 3 of the ink pads. So if you take that off the cost, the rest of the today's special is like $50, right?
Good point.
You've got glitter paste in here. We've got gilding flakes. We've got your special black glitter in there. All the tools and accessories. You've got things like your twine. These are brilliant. So you can do things like add your gilding flakes onto them and it gives you this sort of finish. Or look, I've done a couple of them on this project here. Just adding one onto there. You've got 26 of these in the kit. You've got either the little pumpkins or you've got the fall leaves in there. Now, loads of gems, loads of embellishments, beautiful stamps in here, toppers, and all of your toppers, Suzanne, are individually die cut. They're all foiled, so you're going to lift them out and have toppers for every one of your cards. Because you don't need to have a die cutting or embossing machine, we've pre-embossed all of the cardstock. We've pre-die cut all of the pieces. So all of these panels are all die cut, Suzanne. Even things like, look, we've got loads of these beautiful skeleton leaves, which again, when you just add a little bit of foiling onto them, you can see, I've used one in the background there. It looks amazing. We've glittered up, this is the gilding paste. We've gilded up 2 of those leaves. It's just such a simple card, but you've got hundreds of these in there. Stencil. I'm going to do some awesome stenciling with you in this hour. We didn't get to it at midnight last night.
We were
busy. Love it. There's loads of these pre-die cut pieces. These are amazing, and you'll see them, Suzanne. I've done them where we're floating this in the middle of our card because you've got these die cut elements, but you don't need a die cut machine or dies because we've pre-die cut everything. Now, sheets and sheets of these. I'm going to have to get going because there's so much in here, right? So sheets of these.
Still going.
Sheets of all of the die cut pieces. Now we're talking, right?
That's so pretty.
Gorgeous acetate, right? This one here, oh my word, I made the most incredible card with this earlier today. In fact, I can show you it. Just using a little bit of this on the front of a card, and it looks so professional. You've got 2 sheets of that one. Then we move in, oh yes, now.
Look at the vellums, you guys.
The vellums. Now, you've got 2 of the Halloween ones, but my favourite is the fall design. That is it's just something else. Then the papers. Now, here's the thing.
And they're
You've got
paper
48
plus.
sheets. Paper
I've
plus.
renamed this, paper plus.
I love that name for them because it's really thick paper. It's like what you guys call cardstock over here, but the most incredible designs. You've got 48 pages of the papers in here. You've got ready to rock and roll boxes. So you've got lovely box designs that you're going to design up there. You can see how much we've got in the way of papers. These are your boxes where we've got the lids and the bases. So for example, I've done one here, Suzanne, where I've just folded the lid and the base together, used some of the papers. There's that foiled acetate that we've got on the inside of the box. That's using your little stencils.
And by the way, they're already die cut and they're already scored.
They're all ready to go.
It doesn't get easier.
It doesn't get easier.
No.
Now, there's 36 of the cards and envelopes. And did I tell you, Suzanne, this cardstock, it is super thick, right? It's pearlescent all the way through, and it's actually dyed black all the way through the card. So black pearl cardstock is probably one of the most difficult cardstocks to make. You've got 36 of them, plus you've got another 36 tags, plus you've got all of the envelopes to go with them, and you've got the mats and layers to build it up. But here's the thing, Suzanne, right? There's enough stuff in this kit to do 36 cards. However, with all of the extra accessories you've got, if you go for the expansion pack, you can actually upgrade it, get another 24 cards and envelopes, another 48 sheets of the cardstock, and that'll mean you can do 60 cards just by having the extra stuff in your TS.
And I want to mention, here's the expansion pack that she was talking about, because I don't want it to sell out on you, because it's been really popular all day. Again, you're choosing, do you want to do the fall Halloween, or are you going to do the sparkling winter? So these are the expansion packs. There's the paper, there's more cards, more envelopes, because once you're done with the first initial cards, you're going to have plenty of stuff left. You will not use all the stuff in your first card. So this is really an awesome buy. I want to explain auto ship because, sorry if you don't mind, that fall auto ship is almost gone. So it's 4 additional shipments. You're going to get one in December that's called Springtime. You get one in March called Hello Summer, which is personally one of my favorites. In June, you get Falling Leaves. In September, you get what's called Winter Berry. Now, by far, the fall Halloween, even since midnight last night, Crafting Cuties, has been wildly crazy popular. Here's what I have left in the fall Halloween auto ship. And again, you'll get a great look at it here. There's about 425 left. And then when this auto ship is gone, that's it. Now, never fear. You can get the winter, which is that sparkling winter, on auto ship, because both of them will send you the same auto ships in the back. And I've got about 1,000 auto ships there, okay? So you can get a single ship here, get that in auto ship, or right now you can still get this auto ship on the fall before it's gone. All right, just needed to explain that before it's gone.
I think it's worth it because you'd be gutted if you missed out.
Right.
Do you know a lot of people who ordered it on our show last night have come back and ordered another one? Not, I ordered Snowflake and I got the fall. I ordered both of them and I've ordered another one today again. I've read that so many times. Yeah, because after today you won't be able to get it.
Oh, true. This is a one and doneer. Yeah, and by the way, the deal's done at midnight. Even if we have like 5 left in single ship, it's done. And by the way, if you just want to get both of these one time, you're just ordering single ship. And all of those, by the way, every version we have is down to less than 1,000 options in each version. So just wanted to give you a little heads up. What are you making?
Right, so what I've done is I've taken one of those beautiful cards and I've just started to add, so can you see I've taken one of the die cut snowflakes, I've added the die cut piece to one side, I'm going to take my card, Suzanne, and add it to the other, and now what we end up with is a card where the snowflake, if I just trim this to the same size, the snowflake is actually floating in the middle. Isn't that just really clever, right?
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
But it starts to look even better when I take a little bit of the cardstock, right? And I've done a matte and layer to go in the background here. I'm going to take a little bit of the acetate and give it a bit of strength up the front. Now, when you're going, guys, you're going to spend a little bit more time than me. You're not going to be under the time pressure that I am, right? You can see that card starting to come together. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the top and bottom here and just add some of these mats and layers. Again, you'll take your time, you'll cut it with your guillotine, but you're getting the idea. Now, that's a nice base card up this way or up that way. And then all you're going to do is you're going to add like a little sentiment. So I've got one from the set. Let's go this way this time. Joyeux Noël.
That's good.
And then I can add a little bit of ribbon onto the top corner. I can then go and add, oh, like, you know, you've got the little snowflakes. These little snowflakes are beautiful, but then if you use the ink pad that comes with them, I've used the ink pad to ink it up in the blue. So now I can add a one onto there with the blue and a little jingle bell on the top. And we've made that card. It took me, what, about a minute and a half?
It's so fast.
Now, you won't be under the time pressure that I am, guys, live on air, but when you see cards this professional, right? Or let me just show you this one. Again, we've gone with this one. This is one of the beautiful background pieces. This is one of those edges. I will walk you through what's in the snowflake design in a second, but one of the edges that's been coloured silver with the ink pads, stamped up using the stamps. This is the same card technique I've just taught you, but using the blue card as the base, and then doing it in the larger size. Isn't that lovely, though?
It's gorgeous,
Or
absolutely
you
gorgeous.
want to do, maybe you want to do little gift tags. So this is actually a little gift bag using one of the sheets of cardstock and then one of the tags on the front. You could be doing the boxes. You get 6 little boxes in total here, where all the top and the bottom, as you said, are pre-scored. They're ready to go. You're just adding a little bit of acetate, a little bit of design like this, the gilding flakes, the glitter paste that are going in there, the fact that you want to use little bits of that vellum.
Can I tell you a funny story too? Last night, it's the first time I'm seeing the boxes. So we had this huge launch last night. Everybody kind of went crazy and bought it. We ran out of time. There's so much to talk about in these kits. We actually ran out of time. So you and I, many of us, are seeing the boxes and the triangle boxes for the very first time. So here's and here's what's cool about it. Don't be freaked out. If you are a beginner, you're all in on this. If you're advanced, obviously you take it to where you want to take it. Last night I did a 10-second card. I tore, ripped, plopped, and it was done. So you don't have to be really advanced. And one of the things that I love to do is, and my friends beg me to do it every year, and it's become such a cool tradition, is I get a box like this from Sarah, I open it up, and everybody has different levels of experience. In fact, most of my friends are not crafters.
Yes,
and I
same with
open the
mine.
box, and it's so neat because they just start grabbing stuff and having fun, and because it's so brilliantly figured out, it becomes really easy for everybody. So think about this for that family get-together. Just open it up and let everybody have a really cool card night and make your cards, and they take 5 or 6 cards home with them. It really is, honest to goodness, special, and I do it every year now. I make sure for a couple different groups that I actually have a card night for them, because of course they expect me to do that.
Of course they do.
You know,
My
they're like,
friends are
"Sis."
exactly the same. But you know what? How brilliant. 36 cards it makes. I'll get the expansion pack, and then that one kit will do you 60 cards with the envelopes. And if you've got people who are just starting, I've started showing you a basic card. You want to start using things like your glitter paste, your gilding flakes, your extra glitter on there, the extra embellishments. You want to use toppers. You've got all of that included. So it doesn't matter what level you are. Oh, this is brilliant. That little card, Suzanne. Yeah. I forgot to tell you last night, we actually have a little card in each one of the boxes which takes you to the education. So there's a couple of hours of video footage. So what I wanted is, say you're buying this for someone today and they've never crafted, but they've also they're not been able to watch HSN. Okay. They haven't seen the cards that I've been able to do today, but inside there's a little QR code. It takes you to a special page. You can watch 6 or 7 cards being made, whichever set you've gone for.
That's great.
Even if you're a complete beginner.
Yeah, so guys, no worries at all. Now, also I want to explain auto ship. In the fall, Halloween, we are down to 375 left in the auto ship version, and that comes every couple of months. It's a 29 and some change. It's about half the size of the big guy.
It is. So whereas the big guy has 530 pieces in, the little guys, the auto ships, have 250. Suzanne, that's half of the kit contents, but they're not half the price. So they're actually, this sounds ridiculous, they're better value than the TS, right?
That's true.
So you get the auto ship, you're getting better value than the Today Special. And instead of saying, this is to do all of your Mother's Day cards and this is to do all of your Easter cards, we've said spring. In spring, you can do thank you, thinking of you, with love, just to say happy birthday, Mother's Day, Easter. In summer, we can do with sympathy, with love, on your wedding day, all the occasions that you do, but in the summer months with those summer designs. And then you've got another collection totally different for fall and another completely different look for the winter.
That's great.
But we won't be releasing these as individual purchase.
Ever.
So it won't get to spring and you can order the spring one. The only people who'll ever have the spring one are the people who are here in the US who are in the auto ship program today.
And in today, that's really the most important part to remember, is you've got to be in today. They don't give you, you can't decide 2 months from now and go, oh, I really would like to get that Hello Summer. That's not going to happen. It only happens right now. Now, this is interesting. You just show something kind of cool with the paste.
Yeah. So what I did earlier is I took this, I drew around this bottom one, cut myself a little pumpkin out, and now I can just choose which little guy. So I quite like the, I quite like this funny guy over here, right? So there he is. Look at the glitter. glitter paste.
I
love
this
stuff.
glitter paste, girl.
And can I just say, it's not regular glitter paste, okay? If we do something, Suzanne, we are doing outstanding quality, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be really buttery to apply. You're going to have, it's basically a very high quality glitter and a very high quality glue. So you've got there your design here. When you leave that to dry, that's, I mean, and it only takes, I mean, I've done a couple of little different ones here while we've been demoing over the course of the day. It'll be dry by the end of this presentation, Suzanne, pretty much. And then can you see, using one of these under the front of one of the little mini cards, how cute's that? Absolutely brilliant, right?
It's so cute.
Okay, so I'm going to just clean that up, and can I
And you know
unbox
what,
the
I gotta say too, what's really cool about that is it allows you to try stuff that maybe you've never tried before. That's what's so neat about this kit. She gives you all these little try-me's in it. I mean, they're all full-size items, but it allows you to try things that maybe you didn't want to invest an entire kit in.
Exactly.
Like there's tons of glitter paste. We have them here at HSN. You offer it, but you might not want to spend $50 on just glitter paste, but you're like, oh, I'm really curious to give it a shot. By the way, it's addicting. I just want to warn you, working with her glitter paste. It is, and you get plenty to work with, and you will love it. All right, Sarah, here's what I want you to do, if you don't mind. Let's do fall one more look. And I want you to kind of go down per tier.
Let me do that.
And show it this way versus the box, just to really bring home how great this kit is.
I think if you can put the value for money in, I'll try and give you a little bit of a feel as well if you're buying things individually. So, a set of 3 of our brand new ink pads, exclusive colours only available here, and you can see that shine that we've got on them, okay? These would set you back close to $20 for the set of 3 of the brand new ink pads, okay? Then we've got, now this over here, we're starting to move through all these little bits and pieces. You've got things like your gems. You've got all of these beautiful pearls as well that you're going to be working with. You've got loads of those to work with. You've got the pot of the glitter paste. So you've got the glitter paste down, this is your gilding flakes and the gilding flake finish on it. And you've also got the glitter paste that we looked at over here, and even the actual glitter itself. So you've got some black glitter, the glitter paste, the glitter flakes, everything's going to work together, the little bits of twine, right? Then as we move down, Suzanne, you can see you actually get 48 sheets of the papers. Now, if you were to buy just one of our paper pads, Suzanne, for 48 sheets, you'd be looking at $19.99, right? Then we've got 36 of the cards and envelopes in the pearl finish, along with all of the mats and layers that move with it. And you've got on here 36 of the tags. So you're going to do 36 cards, 36 tags. You're also going to do 6 of the boxes, which I'll get to as we come through it. Here's more of the papers that we're working with. Then you get into the special effect papers. So things like your vellums and your acetates, and you get 4 sheets of the vellum and 4 sheets of the acetate. I want to be clear on quantity, guys, for those of you who have ordered one today and are thinking of going back to order a second one, because you can work out how much you're going to have, right? You've got your stencil. There's all of your beautiful acetates, and that fall acetate is where we're getting that lovely finish, you know, the holographic feel on the bats on there as well. You are getting 26 of the wooden embellishments that you can colour up either with your gilding paste, your glitter flakes, or all of your ink pads that come included there. You've got all of these. Now, you've got embossed pieces and all of these die cuts that come along the front. So you've got, there are literally hundreds of die cut pieces that you're going to add to all of your cards. Then to finish them off, you've got either stamps, or you can use the the little pop them out sentiments that go with it. And then as we look back along the bottom, the last thing that I haven't mentioned has been those 6 boxes that come included. So the boxes are over here. They're all pre-scored. They're pre-die cut into the right shape, so that when you put a little bit of tape on and fold them together, they make into the shapes. Now you can see the beautiful papers that we have as you come across the bottom here, Suzanne.
It's gorgeous. Bear
in mind, if you do want to get the expansion pack, it's another 48 sheets of the paper and another 24 cards and envelopes, which then upgrades your TS to from being a 36 card pack to like a 60 card.
And you'll have plenty of stuff to cover those.
Yes,
so don't worry. I mean, there's so much stuff in here, you're not going to use it all on your first initial cards. Okay, guys, in the auto ship, once again, for the fall Halloween, we are down to about 300 remaining that we don't expect that to make it into this evening's show. So that's, once it's gone, it's gone. And by the way, this has been so popular, we had a couple sell out, and then we kind of begged and asked and said, could you please put some more in? So our team, and of course Sarah's team, put more in to get us through the evening.
What we've gone through today. Yeah, you would not believe how busy it's been.
You guys have jumped through hoops. But the problem is what we have in stock now is the final quantity, and that auto ship on that fabulous fall Halloween one is just incredibly limited. Remember, you only want to order one of these as auto ship, and then if you are going to get the other kit, like the winter Sarah's showing you right now, you just want to get that as a single ship, because you don't want double auto ships. Does that make sense?
Well, you might want double auto ships.
Yeah,
but it's It's
You
the
never
same
know.
authorship. That's what you need to understand. It's the same authorship, guys. Now, again, we've done 3 brand new, completely exclusive colour, limited edition shimmer ink pads in there, right? Then you've got the gilding paste that we talked about and the glitter flakes. I mean, these are, you know, pots of these glitter paste. It's expensive stuff, Suzanne. We only do the top quality glitter paste gilding flakes. Yeah. You've got the pot of iridescent glitter. You've got the special adhesive you're going to use for your glitter paste. Then we've got things like, look at these little jingle bells, right? So many of the little projects have a little jingle bell on them, like you can see here. How cute's this? Now, this has got the little jingle bells on, but then it's also got these snowflakes. So in this one, you're getting a pack of 26 of the wooden embellishment snowflakes. You've also got, I love the metal charms. I didn't even get to show you the metal charms in the other kit, but they're in each kit. Then we've got our ribbons. You've got all of your stamps in here, Suzanne. So whatever the occasion, and they're not just about making Christmas cards. It's for every winter birthdays, winter wishes, winter weddings you can be doing with these kits, okay? Then pre-embossed panels, because I don't want to assume people have embossing machines, or even if you do, sometimes you just don't want to get your machines out. You just want to do a bit of good old-fashioned non-machine supported crafting, is how I like to think of it, right? Yeah. And this is why, instead of doing dies, we've done die-cut pieces. So you've got the snowflakes, you've got the full snowflakes, you've got the miniature snowflakes in here, you've got the snowflake edges, you've got the snowflake borders. You literally have, well, if you can do it in a snowflake, Suzanne, we've given you it. So they're like your borders, and then you see those borders using one of those in a card across a panel in the front of your card, like that one I showed you earlier. It just looks fabulous.
Look at this
right?
one. This is with the big snowflake, and
So
they
like
put the glitter on top of it using the glitter paste.
Or if you use the same snowflake, but instead put the gilding paste, the gilding flakes on there.
Pretty.
And then these have been, this is this torn little bit of the vellum that I'm getting to, and we've even inked the edges with those ink pads. I mean, the ink pads, I feel like we haven't even got into the ink pads today. Stencils,
literally haven't demoed with them all day.
We have not got to them all day. We've got all of these wonderful gems and embellishments. Now, we get to the fancy stuff, right? If you were buying beautiful embossed vellums like this, you'd be paying a buck a sheet, generally $1 a sheet. Same if you were coming in and looking for acetates like this. This is actually, if you think how strong this is, Suzanne, using it in the lid of a box like this, how brilliant do these boxes look? And you've only used a quarter of one of the sheets, and you've got 4 sheets of that acetate in there as well. So you've got all the sheets of acetate. We've then got all of our cardstock. This is beautiful. And you call it Paper Plus, don't you?
Paper Plus.
I love that idea.
That is what I'm calling it from now and forever.
The designs are beautiful. You can use them to create base cards. You can use them if you want to do your mats and layers. We've used loads of these in all the projects. And then the actual cards themselves.
I love that
It's a little bit like,
so
you wouldn't bake a cake, Suzanne, and then you wouldn't use cheapy butter in there, would you? Or icing, you just wouldn't. This is the premium quality, luxury finish cardstock, and you get the cards in the blue and also the white, the snowflake white. You get the 4x6. You're going to get the 6x6 with all of the mats and layers to go with it. There's your boxes in there as well. There's your tags in here. So once we get to the bottom, it's basically all your stuff that you're going to be using to decorate. Right. There is so much stuff in this box. It is the box that just keeps on giving and giving and giving and giving.
And it's really funny. So last night when I was getting ready, I opened my box. We have one we could test and to make my little card. And it was. I opened it up and I just kept digging and digging, and it kept going and going and going. It's like magical. And it'll just bring a smile to your heart. And it's so much fun to play and use. And you get such a great value. But I just like to repeat that in case you're brand new. It's only for today. It ends at midnight. We're going to have another look at it later on with Adam. But if you want that fall auto ship, you must order it right now. I would not wait at all. Adam's not up for a couple of hours. And this is your chance to make sure and secure it. And then you're done. You've got it figured out. And you don't have to worry about it selling out on you. What a lot of you are doing, which is super smart, is doing the fall on auto ship and then buying the sparkling winter as a single ship. That's exactly what I would do. Yeah. What you guys are doing is so smart because you're getting both kits, but you only sign up for the one auto ship. But right now, that fall across the board, even single ship now is getting more limited. So you definitely want to get that auto ship if you want to lock in that price. And by the way, you can cancel auto ship. No worries. If you want to skip a shipment, you can do that too. But getting it is the key. And these will never, ever be offered by Sarah, even in Europe. Sorry, England. Will never be offered. This is exclusive here to HSN. You're the only ones who can get it. All right, now we're heading this way. By the way, also don't forget to get the other